Hi, I'm Joule L'adara, and I create sounding circles, delightful, profound play sessions for adults. I'm currently writing Sounding Circles, the book, which is going to be a manual for teachers, musicians, shamans, everyone who has a voice. A sounding circle is basically a group of people that gather together in a circle to make conscious sound together. In my sounding circles, I lead groups through non-verbal vocal improvisation. Vocal utterance, stripped of language, is pure communication. So this method allows us to directly communicate with others, bypassing all of our judgments and fears. This book contains a simple, easy-to-follow method for creating sounding circles. I combine elements of voice, speech, phonetics, and song in a playful, visual, accessible way to non-scholars, non-performers, non-musicians. And to those who are scholars, musicians, and performers, I introduce a new way to relate to these concepts. I discovered there are many amazing textbooks on the creation of sound art, like this one. But sadly, they are hiding away on dusty library shelves in academic institutions, so they're not accessible to most people. Most people don't know about them, and they're also very dense, and so most people wouldn't take the time to extract this information and apply it. There are also a lot of wonderful New Age books that talk about sound healing and toning and the health benefits of sound. However, I found that a lot of these books are not very specific and don't go into a great deal of detail about all the different vocal sounds that you can make. So that's where I come in as a bridge between the intellectual avant-garde arts community and the sound healing community. I begin my book discussing the health benefits and the emotional benefits of vocal sounding, as well as discussing how we can transform communities and use our voices to tune into nature. Then, I lay out my method for how to lead a basic sounding circle, which has 3 components. 1. Relaxation. 2. Self-exploration. And 3. Group resonance. What then follows is a virtual encyclopedia of sound possibilities using the human voice. I start with tips for basic, healthy vocal production. And then I begin to dissect the phonetics and phonemes from world languages, breaking down each category not only to discover how the sound is made, but also to play with what each sound evokes, the emotional qualities, and what each sound could potentially be used for. Next, I will explore so-called extended vocal techniques, such as harmonics, ingressive sounds, water sounds, using sounds with our saliva in our mouth, tongue sounds. These sounds can be kind of ugly and crazy, but they're very playful and fun to explore, and they can be surprisingly expressive. Then, I introduce many musical archetypes, including rhythm, intervals, planetary intervals, pentatonic scales, folkloric scales and modes from around the world, including 7 ancient Babylonian modes. I'll also introduce exercises for expressing and releasing emotions, as well as guided meditation using sound. Towards the end of the book, I'll introduce alternative tuning systems, such as ancient Pythagorean tuning. And finally, I'll end with sounding in sacred spaces, including lava tubes in Hawaii and sacred sound temples in Egypt. Included in the book will be an audio CD providing examples of narrated sounding circle instruction, as well as sound beds for groups to improvise over. It will also provide sound and music examples of the many concepts I introduced. I'm really excited about this book because I don't think there's anything quite like it that exists. Your contributions will go to fund my research, travel, field recording equipment, and updated software so that I can record the accompanying CD. To conclude, Sounding Circles, the book, will be a manual for the human voice. You can take these tools into performance applications such as theater creation and music composition. You can also apply these techniques in relationships, public speaking, and for health benefits such as toning and sound healing.
Pure tones and noisy tones.
These sessions are about communication, and these methods are a joyous way to directly connect to the people you love, the people around you, your community, and all you come in contact with. Finally, lest we take ourselves too seriously, let's always remember to invite the holy fool to come play with us. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Whoop, 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 whee! Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'd be so grateful for even a $1 contribution. I am very open and willing to receive